What's that, boss? Yeah, I'll take the promotion. Yeah, why not? Tell me this isn't the guy that just got promoted over you. Welcome to the channel, Leadership with Mike. On this channel, I help new managers become better leaders and advance their careers with no nonsense sense, if that makes any sense. This is a question that I asked myself when I got overlooked 7 times for a promotion into management that I thought I had it all. And I'm not even talking with my attitude, my ego, my cockiness. I genuinely thought I had checked off all the box. But why are these lazy SOBs getting the promotion that I thought was mine? And you guys have asked me in my comments, you've emailed me, you've messaged me on our Facebook group. If you haven't joined the group, do so now. Why do lazy, or should I say, perceived lazy people get promoted? How does this happen? You work hard. You know your job. People like you. Why is it that you aren't getting the promotion? And this is going to be the cold, hard truth. Lazy people, they know how to get work done that needs to be done. They don't overextend themselves. They're not trying to be the best person in terms of productivity. Because here's the thing. This happened to me back in the day when I was in the restaurants. I was a bartender and I was a pretty good bartender. But here's the thing. The hours weren't working for me anymore. So I needed to go to the dining room floor. I needed to become a server. And when I asked the manager, listen, these hours don't work for me. I need to, when you're doing your next hiring for the dining room, can you put me in that position and instead hire a bartender? The answer was no problem, Mike. But then I noticed there was like 3-4 dining room servers that were brand new and they just got hired, but I made the request. So when I spoke to this hiring manager, I asked what happened. And she said, it's much harder to replace a great bartender than it is to find an average dining room server. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to accommodate. But this goes to show you that sometimes when you are a top performer, upper management or leadership, they don't want to move the best people because then they have to train new people to become the best people. On top of that, what I see lazy people doing to get promotions is they're playing the game. Now, you may think, I don't need to play the game. The game that I'm playing is my results are going to show the management that I am the best. And that may be true. But you know what the lazy person is doing? They're making sure that they're at that water cooler or that coffee maker getting a coffee when the boss is there. They're making sure that they're having time to schmooze. They're making sure that they understand what's going on. And here's the other thing. Staff, maybe they love you. Management, maybe they love you. Customers, they just can't be without you. Do you know how to deflect some of your work? Do you know how to get people to do some of your work even if they don't want to? See, this is a thing that we call delegation. And I'm not even pitching my course, but there is a link in the description. But management, when they're deciding who gets promoted, they want to see people that can get things done, not who's friends with everybody. And usually, in my experience, the lazy people are able to delegate work that they don't want to do, and they're able to get other people to do it. Now, you could say, Mike, but they're just being lazy, and somebody else is doing the work for them because they don't want to have problems. And you're probably right. But in the eyes of the leader or the leadership team, they're looking and saying, Jim there, he's really getting stuff done. He's getting this team to work as a team. They don't see it as lazy. They see it as somebody who's able to delegate. They're seeing it as somebody who's able to read his crew or the team that he's working on to lean on, who do I know that's going to get this done? Who do I know that's going to get this done right? Who's not going to give me too much pushback? They may be using some games to manipulate the situation, but at the end of the day, they're getting stuff done. And they're not a top performer. This is really backwards. I get it. And it's frustrating. Being a top performer, you're more than likely going to stay a top performer. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you're able to advocate for yourself to get more money, to get higher positions within that bubble. But if you're looking to move up into a leadership role, being the top performer isn't always the best way to do it. So think about this as you're jockeying for a position in the company or on the team. How are you actually leading your team? Are you just getting all the sales, or are you completing all the tasks and not working with the team, not schmoozing up, not schmoozing down? Are you able to delegate stuff that maybe you should do, but you don't have to do because it's not high level? Are you delegating that to somebody else and not getting pushback and actually getting buy-in from your team? This is the stuff that management and upper management is looking for. This is the stuff that will make you stand out, so that they say, when there's a promotion, they say, Jim's the guy because he keeps on getting all this stuff done and he's not even doing it. And that, oddly enough, is management material. It's not what you do in terms of productivity. And I go over that in my delegation course, is that, your boss is going to put stuff on your plate and you're going to say, how am I going to do all of this? It's not for you to do. It's for you to get done, but that doesn't mean you're the one doing it. I hope this makes sense, and I hope you understand that I'm not telling you to be the lazy person, and I'm not telling you to go against every fiber in you that says you need to produce and you need to provide results. What I'm saying is, pay attention to who's getting promoted and try to figure out why. And I will bet you there's a great chance that the person getting promoted was in the right place at the right time, saying the right things to the hiring manager or to the management team. You can call it kissing ass, you can call it brown nosing. I don't care what you call it, but if it's something you want, maybe you need to start figuring out how to do it and see what work were they responsible for, and what did they really get done, and how did they get things done? Were they delegating? Even if it was in an unstructured manner, is that something they were doing? I'm going to bet you, like I said, I'm going to bet you that these people knew how to schmooze and knew how to get work done without them doing the work. And that put them in the position that you want or you're looking for. So figure it out for yourself. Join my course, make it a little bit easier. It took me 34 years to figure this out. You don't have to. In addition, check the next video. Let me get my coffee, and I'll see you there.